In a quiet forest, a tiny pink piglet named Ronald lay snuggled beside his mom. Ronald was soft and round, with short legs, a curly tail, bright black eyes, and a button-like snout. The morning sunlight danced between the trees. Ronald yawned and stretched. He didn't know today would be the biggest adventure of his life. Ronald sniffed the air. A bright blue butterfly fluttered by. With a happy squeal, Ronald bounded after it, his curly tail bouncing, his little hooves crunching the leaves. He was too excited to notice the trees getting thinner and the city getting closer. Suddenly, cars, people, noise. Ronald stopped in the middle of a busy Indian street. He looked around, scared. His little pink ears drooped, his bright black eyes filled with tears. He was lost, but help was on the way, because Harpal was nearby. Ronald ran through the crowds and hid under a vegetable cart. Crates of onions and green beans surrounded him. He curled into a tiny pink ball, his snout twitching and his curly tail still. No one saw him, except one very kind boy. Harpal, the boy with short black hair, big blue eyes, and his brown t-shirt, knelt beside the cart. He saw Ronald's scared little eyes. "Hey there, little piggy," Harpal whispered. He held out his hand. Ronald didn't move at first, but then he sniffed. Harpal sat down beside Ronald and tore off a piece of roti. "Hungry?" he asked. Ronald sniffed and ate. His tail gave a tiny wag. Harpal smiled. Ronald was still small and pink and nervous, but now he wasn't alone. Harpal picked Ronald up gently. Ronald fit perfectly in his arms. Through the noisy streets they walked, one boy and one little pink piglet with bright black eyes. People stared, but Harpal didn't care. He had a friend to help. "Do you know where the forest is?" Harpal asked a friendly shopkeeper. Ronald peeked out from his arms, blinking at the stranger. He didn't understand the words, but he knew Harpal's voice meant safety. The kind boy in brown wouldn't give up. Finally, just as the sun began to set, the trees appeared. "Look, Ronald," Harpal said, his blue eyes lighting up. Ronald squealed. His pink ears perked. His hooves hit the ground and he ran toward home, his curly tail wagging faster than ever. There she was, Ronald's mom. She oinked and ran to him. They nuzzled, squealed, and spun in circles. Ronald, the little pink piglet, was finally safe, and Harpal, the kind boy in brown, watched with a big, proud smile. Ronald turned and trotted back to Harpal. He jumped into his arms and gave the biggest cuddle a piglet could give. Harpal knelt, hugging him tight. "I'll miss you," he said softly. And Ronald gave one last happy snort. That night, Ronald curled up next to his mom under the twinkling stars. His bright black eyes slowly closed. Far away, Harpal walked home beneath the moon, his brown sandals tapping the quiet road. They were apart now, but they'd always be friends.